breaking food down and turning it into energy. There are two states of metabolism that you need to know about. There's lipolysis and there's glycolysis. There's the insulin metabolic state called glycolysis. Glycolysis, like glycogen, glucose. That's where you're burning glucose as energy. Glycolysis is when your body is burning glycogen, glucose, and protein as fuel. Protein can be broken down into glucose, by the way. Now, there's also lipolysis, where your body is burning fat as fuel. Most people are hardly ever in a lipolysis state, besides when first waking up. They're barely getting a lipolysis state. Most people are, with the standard American diet, the SAD diet, most people are in a constant glycolysis state, constantly just burning carbohydrates. Because your body will always try to do what's easiest over what's most congruent with your diet goals. Your body's trying to survive. It's not trying to look sexy on the beach. Your body doesn't care about that. You do. So you need to take control of your body and not be controlled by it. Your body's going to always want to desire to be in a glycolysis state. It's an easy, quick fix to get energy. So most people are just constantly eating carbohydrate all day, glucose-related carbohydrates, and their body is in constant glycolysis. And since they're rarely ever in lipolysis, all the fat that they're eating throughout the day is being stored, and that's why fat's labeled the bad guy. But fat's not the bad guy. Fat during a glycolysis metabolic state is bad. But what we want to do is turn fat into your best friend. And the way that's done is by practicing getting yourself into a state of lipolysis. Practice getting yourself acclimated, getting your body acclimated to the state of lipolysis, to the state of burning fat as fuel, as preferred to glucose as fuel. And there are two ways to do this. The two fastest ways to get your body acclimated to the lipolysis, fat burning state, is intermittent fasting or a ketogenic diet. These are the two fastest ways to get your body acclimated to the fat burning state. Every time you do an intermittent fast, every time you get your body into ketosis, you are exercising your lipolysis muscle. You are becoming more comfortable getting into that, what at first appears as an uncomfortable state of being. But the more you do this and the more you get used to being in a lipolysis state of being becomes the reward in itself. It's no longer a means to an end. What happens is your body will start burning fat for its fuel. And when you decide to not eat, when you go into a fasted state, your body's going to be burning your body fat. And you're training your body to be a fat burning machine. And it's hard at first, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And this is why keto is a good thing. I know keto is a crash diet. A lot of people just call it, oh, it's a fad diet, it's a crash diet. It's one of those things you do for a few months and then you're back to your old routine. No one sticks with it. It's not healthy to stick with it. I hear a lot of that. And yeah, I understand that. I agree with some of that. But here's the thing. You don't do keto just to burn a lot of fat to get your body into shape. You do keto to acclimate yourself a little bit more to that fat burning state of lipolysis. Every time you do keto and you become a little more acclimated to it, it gets easier every time. It's almost the same as when you go to the gym, you work out for a couple of years, and then you stop, you feel like you lose that muscle. But once you go back to the gym, you get it back faster than it was built the first time. And that's because you got the muscle fascia there. GH helps build the muscle fascia. Your body has done it before, so it's more adept to do it again. And that's what you use the keto diet as. I don't want you to see the keto diet as a diet. See it as a tool, almost like an exercise. Same with fasting. See it as exercise to just see how far you can push it this time. How deep you can go into the lipolysis state. And be gentle with yourself. Just see it as that was one rep, and that's how far you made it on that rep. And next time you're gonna push it a little bit further. Maybe you'll have that candy bar an hour later. Maybe next time, instead of fasting 8 hours and then eating a candy bar, maybe next time you're gonna fast 9 hours. You'll still eat that candy bar, but the idea is you're pushing it further and further. Each time you're getting more and more adept to that fat burning state. And at some point, it's gonna become easy, where you no longer have the craving for the candy bar. The way your body feels and the mental clarity you have in a fat burning state, lipolysis, is gonna overpower the desire and craving for carbohydrates at some point. And that's where you wanna get yourself to. You don't wanna just use strict willpower. Knowledge is key here. Understanding the way these things work makes all the difference. And that's why hiring a coach that's just gonna give you a cookie cutter diet, it's only gonna do so much for you. It's gonna help you while you're with that coach under that diet, but unless he's giving you a thorough understanding of how your body works, your body's gonna go right back to the way it was once you fire that coach. As soon as you stop working with that coach, your body's gonna go back to the way it was. And that's the most common phenomena we see in the fitness industry today. So in order to change your body and sculpt it the way that you want, you need to have an understanding.